Good afternoon, everybody. This is Sulit Perez, aka OP Writer, one of the dozen authors that contributed to the book Going Places. Essays, soul-stirring essays about the travel that changed us. And and it is quite a thrill to finally have the book in my hand. Even though on the launch date for the ebook back on October 3rd, like I was back in Greece, and I wasn't gonna forget to order my copy of the ebook, as that's where all the end result of all the effort, to see your name and your chapter in print, and to have everyone else read your words. There's no better thrill than to see the end results of all your effort. So why do it? This is not my first time writing a multi-author book. In 2021, I joined in on the best-selling book. Joined in as part of the team of authors that wrote and contributed to the book Authentic. And just the fact that we were all in it together, as opposed to writing for myself, which the camaraderie of being in a multi-author project, like, you can't beat that. Like, as much as, like, because most of the writing that I do is a solitary process, and usually I only invite the public in when it's done. And it does feel a little lonely at times when you're essentially writing by yourself. Whereas in the multi-author universe, we have all the authors coming together with their own particular stories, and they all unify around one theme. But how did I become a part of this? Back in April, I came across Michelle Savage's posting for the book. Like, they were accepting applications. I had been looking to do another multi-author book since Authentic, but I never found the right feel, the right project to jump on. It just didn't come around until I found out about Going Places. I figure, okay, I'll apply for this. At best, I end up getting told, "Thank you, it's good. Thank you, but no thank you," because surely there are so many authors with so many travel stories to tell that I wouldn't get my hopes up so high that I would be part of the project. But to my surprise, I was one of the authors selected for this. This particular chapter was a challenge, I admit it, because I had never all the travel stories from every trip that I've ever taken. They've been told in bits and pieces, but never as one solid narrative, to the point where I have to dig pretty deep to try to find a theme within said trip. And as I was going through the initial writing prompts that was sent in June, I tried to figure out which trip would be the one that would make the best story to tell in this chapter. And all roads came to back to Spain, to España, where it all began back in 2015. That first that first trip by myself, and I thank my I thank my sister for it, because had our conversation gone in another direction, Spain wouldn't have happened. None of the other trips that followed would have happened, and probably Greece. My recent trip to Greece wouldn't have happened either if it wasn't for that one moment of conversation and the no response that motivated me enough to travel. As far as this project, it wasn't easy. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it on that, because initially my chapter was a lot longer than the limit that was initially established, like well over 4,500 words. I had to rein myself in, because I'm the type of person who will like give you every single detail that I remember to a near fault. Because if I leave anything out, the narrative won't be nearly as resonant if I leave things out. But over the course of the process, over the summer, I began to learn that maybe it's a good thing. It's a good thing to edit. Like, it's not like editing your work is not good. It's not nearly like, oh my god, it's like a poor reflection on me, or it doesn't mean that I'm a good writer. No, it means you have to get you have to put together a more concrete vision of what you're looking to tell the audience. And if it takes a few edits to get there, so be it. And it was just having that sense of, okay, I have the have the team and the publisher working with, not in an adversarial manner, like supportive, encouraging, wanting to get the best possible chapter written. And in my estimation, it came together quite nicely. Like, all the I was even surprised like how much I remembered that trip, considering that trip was 2015. Like, a lot of the memories came up in the midst of the writing process. And as you can see, one of the memories I'm wearing on my shoulders, my Spain scarf that I bought out on the very last day of the trip, just before I boarded my flight back to New York from Madrid. Like, the iconography, the photos hold just as much of the memories of where you've been as as the memories in one's head do. So yeah, this was an illuminating experience. I'm glad I'm grateful. I'm glad that I went for it. I'm thankful for Michelle and her team for the Herculean efforts that they made in bringing this book to life, and the fact that it paid off. Like, the ebook version ended up bestseller on launch day, which even from afar as I did, like it'll never get old being reminded that you were part of a best-selling book. And of course I'm going to keep writing. Writing's a part of me. Like I don't really know how to do anything else. Like my words are the thing my words and my way of looking at the world are what separate me from everyone else. So of course I'm gonna keep going. I still have the ambition of putting together my own solo, eventually getting my poetry, continuing my poetry collections, because I kind of got sidetracked with Poetic Journey back in 2020. I admittedly gotten a bit sidetracked, and also I want to write like my own book, my own non poetry book. Like those ambitions are still on the horizon, and so is keeping on exploring the world. Like once you hear that initial sound of the plane taking off, there's no way back. It's like you had that initial rush of joy, and you want to hold on to it for as long as you can. And that's what I did, and that's what I did with that first trip in 2015. I've kept on going, and the memories of the trip stay with you forever, even if the trip actually finishes. Okay, so I know I've gone on for quite a bit, and I probably like strayed a bit focused from what I was supposed to be talking about. I mean, like Sulit Press. If you're looking to get your creative project out there, they are more than capable of bringing your literary vision to life. And they did so in this tiny piece of it. Well, everyone, that's it for this video. I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and of course, always keep the creative fires going. The world needs to hear. The world needs all the voices it can't, all the voices it can bring to bear.